Once upon a time, there was a king who ruled over a vast kingdom. The king was a wise and just ruler, but he was also very lonely. He had no family or friends to keep him company, and he longed for someone to share his life with. One day, the king heard of a powerful wizard who lived in a far-off land. The wizard was said to be able to perform incredible feats of magic, and the king hoped that he might be able to help him find a companion. So the king sent his most trusted messenger to find the wizard and bring him back to the kingdom. After many weeks of travel, the messenger finally found the wizard and brought him back to the kingdom. The wizard was a strange and mysterious figure, with a long white beard and a pointed hat. He spoke in riddles and rhymes, and no one could ever quite understand what he was saying. But the king was determined to make the wizard his friend, and he invited him to stay in the palace. The wizard agreed, and soon he and the king became fast friends. The wizard was able to perform many incredible feats of magic, and he soon became famous throughout the kingdom. People came from far and wide to see him perform his tricks, and the king was very proud to have him as his friend. But one day, the wizard disappeared. No one knew where he had gone, and the king was heartbroken. He searched the kingdom high and low, but he could not find the wizard anywhere. Years went by, and the king grew old and frail. He had given up hope of ever seeing his friend again, when one day the wizard suddenly reappeared. The wizard had been on a long journey, he said, and he had learned many new things. He had discovered the secret to eternal life, and he had come back to share it with the king. The king was overjoyed to see his friend again, and he eagerly listened as the wizard explained his discovery. But the wizard warned the king that eternal life came at a great cost, and that he must be prepared to pay that cost if he wanted to live forever. The king thought long and hard about the wizard's words, and in the end he decided that he was willing to pay any price for eternal life. And so the wizard cast his spell, and the king became immortal. But as the years went by, the king began to regret his decision. He watched as his friends and family grew old and died, while he remained forever young. He saw the world change around him, and he realized that he had lost touch with the things that made life worth living. In the end, the king realized that the wizard's gift was not a blessing, but a curse. He begged the wizard to take back his spell, but the wizard refused. And so the king lived on, alone and immortal, until the end of time. I hope you enjoyed the story. Let me know if you want me to write another one.